Have you ever felt lost inside your own life? Like you're following a script you didn't write? Degree, career, milestones. Yet somehow, it all feels like someone else's story. We're taught the world is a puzzle science will solve. That meaning is a distraction. Until the nights you lie awake, wondering, how could all this be without meaning? But you're not alone in this struggle. For thousands of years, we've told stories, not to escape reality, but to decode its deepest riddles, to uncover systems in the static, algorithms hidden in humanity's oldest obsessions. What if those stories weren't just fiction? What if they're mirrors, reflecting a truth we all share? What if I told you that every story you've ever loved, every hero you've ever rooted for, is following the same ancient blueprint? A blueprint, hidden in the myths of every culture, waiting to be uncovered. A blueprint that, once understood, can transform your life. Think about it. From Star Wars to the Lord of the Rings, from ancient Greek myths to modern-day blockbusters, they all share this same structure. And here's the kicker. It's not just for stories of myths and movies. It is about your life. So, are you ready to uncover the pattern? Let's dive in. This is Joseph Campbell, a scholar, a teacher, and a man who spent decades studying the stories of cultures around the world. From the ancient myths of Greece to the spiritual teachings of the East, Campbell noticed something remarkable. Beneath the surface of every story, whether a 1,000-year-old legend or a modern-day tale, there was a pattern, a universal structure he called the hero's journey. Now, Campbell wasn't just a theorist. He was a storyteller at heart. He believed myths weren't just entertainment. They were humanity's way to understand itself, to make sense of life's biggest questions. Who are we? Why are we here? And what does it mean to be a hero? His work was not about creating a rigid formula. It was about uncovering a timeless truth, a framework that connects us all. And today, his ideas echo in everything, from Hollywood blockbusters to how we see our own lives. So, who was Joseph Campbell? He was the man who saw the thread that ties humanity together, and his discovery is about to change how you see the world. The hero's journey begins with a call to adventure. It's that moment when something or someone pulls you out of your ordinary world. For Frodo in The Lord of the Rings, it was the ring. For Neo in The Matrix, it was the red pill. And for you, it might be a business idea, a breakup, or a sudden realization that something in your life needs to change. Think about Katniss Everdeen in The Hunger Games. Her call to adventure? Volunteering to save her sister? Or Peter Parker in Spider-Man? His call? Getting bitten by that radioactive spider. These moments force the hero to step into the unknown, and so will yours. Most of us refuse the call. We hesitate. We doubt ourselves. We cling to the safety of what we already know. Think of Moana. She's called to sail beyond the reef, but at first, she's terrified. Or Shrek. He refuses to leave his swamp until he has to. The call doesn't go away. It keeps knocking, louder and louder. At this point, some let their fear make the call and shut themselves down. Campbell warns us that refusing the call comes at a cost. It's a betrayal of your potential, a denial of your true self. But some take the leap of faith and venture into the unknown, and that's when the real journey begins. So what happens when you answer the call? You cross the threshold. It's the point of no return, the moment you leave behind the familiar and step into a world of challenges, trials, and transformation. This is where the hero starts to experience the people and events that will change their life. Think of Harry Potter. On one hand, his mentors, Dumbledore and Hermione, they come as a form of guide to help the hero to find his way. On the other hand, Harry has to meet with his enemies too, Voldemort and the Death Eaters, who come taking the form of his deepest fears. And let's be honest, this is where most of us get stuck, because the journey isn't easy. This is where the hero faces their greatest fear, their darkest moment. Think of Frodo in the depths of Mount Doom, or Harry Potter walking into the Forbidden Forest. For you, it might be a career setback, a personal loss, or a moment of self-doubt. But here's the thing. It's in these moments that you discover your strength, your resilience, and your true self. The return. The hero comes back to their ordinary world, but they're not the same. They've been transformed, and they bring back a gift, a boon, to share with the world. Think of Tony Stark in Avengers Endgame. He returns to sacrifice himself and saves the universe. Or Elsa in Frozen. She comes back to Arendelle, embracing her powers to heal her kingdom. The hero's journey isn't just about the destination. It's about who you become along the way. In 2013, neuroscientist Dr. Paul Zak discovered that hero narratives trigger a 15 to 20% spike in oxytocin, the bonding hormone, activating brain regions tied to empathy and purpose. His work at Claremont Graduate University revealed, we are wired to see ourselves in these stories. Clinical psychologists Dr. Richard Tedeschi and Dr. Lawrence Calhoun, pioneers of post-traumatic growth theory at the University of North Carolina, found that trauma survivors who frame their experiences as a hero's journey report 30% higher resilience because the journey's stages mirror psychological recovery, crisis, struggle, and transformation. Even Silicon Valley's elite weaponize this. In 2014, Airbnb's rebranding team, led by Brian Chesky, explicitly used Campbell's framework to reframe users as heroes on quests for belonging, a strategy that boosted engagement by 22%. It's not a myth, it's applied neuronarratology. In a world that's more connected than ever, we've never felt more disconnected, drowning in notifications, chasing likes and followers, searching for meaning in all the wrong places. But the hero's journey reminds us that the answers we're looking for, the purpose, the fulfillment, the connection, are already within us. Think about it. Every time you scroll through your feed, every time you compare your life to someone else's, you're ignoring your own call to adventure. The hero's journey isn't just a story structure, it's a wake-up call. It's about stepping away from the noise and stepping into your own story, because you are the hero of your life and the world needs your unique gifts. So, where are you in your journey right now? Are you hearing the call, facing a challenge? Or maybe you're already on your way back, carrying the lessons you've learned. The hero's journey isn't just a story, it's a mirror. It shows us that every step, every struggle, and every triumph is part of something bigger. Your story matters, and where you are right now is exactly where you need to be. If this video made you think, or if it reminded you that you're not alone in figuring things out, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear where you are in your journey. For more content like this, support us by hitting the subscribe button. Until next time, have fun on your journey.